Well, here is the dinner skinner in Damascus with the lacewood handles, and I am now fixing to put it in the vise and go to hand sanding this. I like that lacewood. I'll let it cool a little bit. I've been sanding on it a little hard with my die grinder, and I'm hoping to get the bevels ground on this today, but I have a trailer load of junk I need to take to the dump so we can free up that trailer. And I may have to just hand sand this and be done for the day in here. Oh, this is sold, by the way. But this is my very first Cato. I really like this style of knife. He is getting the Western Redwood. These are stabilized handles. I may have already said this in another video. I don't remember what I talked about or not. But I just wanted to give you an update on this one. This one sold. I can tell you what this is. There's a man retiring from the Navy, and this is going to be a gift from his friend to him. And I'm selling this, not for free, but I am giving him the brother-in-law price. But and I even have a United States Navy leather stamp that I'm going to put on the front of the sheath. So, if you want a knife with a military stamp, let me know. I have a Navy, now I can get an Army and a Marine Corps. I know where to get them now. Okay, let me put this in the vise and get the sanding on it. It's here. Oh. I bought an airbrush kit, and I'll tell you why. I'm gonna try some fancy stuff with my sheaths, and one of the fancy things I want to try is fades, dye fades on the sheaths. Like I can't give an example, but I would say it's like tan in the center of the sheath, and then as you get to the outer edge, it turns into ox blood or dark brown or something like that. And I'm fixing to put a little more effort into bringing my sheath game up a notch. I've mentioned before that I'm not unhappy with the quality of my sheaths. Without sounding like a bragger, I think I make very good sheaths as far as the quality and the strength of the stitching and the accuracy of my cutting. All that I'm happy with, but they're just plain. They're not pretty. So I've really made some improvements in my knife making, and I want to match those improvements in my sheath making. And I'm comfortable where I'm at knife making right now, and I told myself I was going to get better at knife making and just not worry about the sheaths. Just continue making the sheaths that I've been making, and when I get to another level of knife making, I'll try to improve the looks of my sheaths, and I have some ideas I want to incorporate in sheaths that will really, I think, make improvements in looks. And that's really what I'm looking to do, is improve the looks of my sheath to match the improved looks of my knives. And I'm being realistic and honest, and I don't. If it sounds like I'm bragging or being unhumble, I don't mean that in any way. I just mean that every day I'm continuing to do better and make the next knife a little bit better than the last knife, which, the people who bought a knife yesterday probably don't want to hear that. But the people that are buying a knife tomorrow are happy. You know what I'm getting at. Every knife I make, I try to learn a little something or figure out a way I could do something better or improve it. And I am happy with the gains that I've made and the speed at which I've made those gains. Now, I believe that I've reached sort of a plateau with my knife making. You know, I am limited by my belt grinder. I can only do so much on a 2x42. I can only do so much using a jig. So that is my limit right there. But I don't believe I have improved every possible area in my knife making that I can. And it does not justify yet buying a big, $5,000 2x72 with all the bells and whistles and variable speed and 3-phase motor and all that. I hope to get that someday, but right now I'm comfortable making the knives I'm making on the machines that I'm using. The only thing I want to do now is improve my sheaths. So that took me 4 minutes to tell you that. Anyway, this is an airbrush kit, and I'll show you when I get it all out and put up and set up. You probably won't see it in this video because I'm not going to try it on the sheath I'm making for this. And I have another knife that's sold that I'm not going to go experimenting on that. But this knife is for somebody who's retiring from the Navy, and I bought me a Navy stamp, and I thought, well, that would be a nice thing. So if y'all know anybody, if you want a knife that's got a branch of the military on it, let me know, and I'll order another stamp. And there you go. See ya. We haven't had this in so long.
Yeah, I spent 3 hours watering, and now I sat down and thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, this was not supposed to happen.
Oh, look, the back's coming out.
Huh. What the? Billy, when you ride home in your dad's truck, do you have to use Lysol to get in it? Do you use Germex when you get out of it? Do you have to change your clothes and take a shower? Oh, golly.